Whether you're new to Blade Sorcery or coming back for another round of physics chaos, modding is where the game truly comes alive. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 must-have mods that take the core experience to the next level. From game-changing mechanics to fan-favorite weapons and quality-of-life upgrades, this is the 2025 edition, updated for the latest version, so if you're modding in or returning this year, you're in the right place. Alright, up first is the Invincible War mod. This one is made by SmithSteel98. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're dropped in with up to 14 different mark variants coming at you non-stop, and you can't die. It's very intense, and it's very messy, and honestly, it's just a fun way to turn off your brain and go full insanity mode. Alright, next up we got Lightsabers, because let's be real, no mod list is complete without them. This mod was made by GreenF1RE_. You got the classics green, purple, red, all with custom sounds, smooth animations, and that satisfying hum when you ignite them. They're not just flashy either, these things feel powerful. You can slice through a ton of enemies like butter. Blocks, arrows, deflects hits, it turns every fight into a full-on Jedi power trip. Or Sith, depending on which lightsaber you choose. Now this one's for the realism fans, a bleeding mod that actually makes injuries look and feel brutal. This mod was made by Zynico. Instead of enemies just dropping after a hit, you'll see deep cuts, blood pooling, and wounds that react based on where and how hard you hit. It's not over-the-top gore, it's just way more grounded. You'll be able to notice that blood drips down their face after you hit them in the direction that gravity is pulling it, and also it drips out of their nose. It makes every fight feel a little heavier and a little more intense. You start thinking about where you're striking instead of just swinging wild, and it adds weight to every kill. This next mod cranks up the challenge. NPCs get 3 times more health, and even if you chop off a limb, they'll keep fighting. This mod was made by Hey on Top, go check it out. It completely changes how you approach combat. You can't rely on one-hit kills anymore. These guys take a beating and they keep going. Dismemberment doesn't stop them. You cut off an arm, they'll swing it with the other. It's very brutal, it's very chaotic. And it makes every fight feel like a real struggle. The only limb you can't cut off is their head because it'll instantly kill them. This next mod adds over 350 new waves. Everything from mixed enemy types and boss battles to fistfight only rounds and VIP protection waves, where you have to keep someone alive while enemies swarm it. It completely changes how you experience wave combat and adds a ton of variety to keep things from getting stale. This was all made by the Idiot155, and honestly, huge thanks to him for putting it together. It's one of the best wave expansions out there and an easy must-have if you want more out of Blade Sorcery's combat. Alright everybody, this next one is a fan favorite. This one is the Invincible mod made by Rave Lizard. Thank you very much for this mod because this thing is insane. This mod probably has one of, if not the best flying mechanics I've ever seen in any Blade and Sorcery mod so far. But it's not just that. You can also strengthen speed, you get free flow, ground slam, and there's a space feature. There's a giant list of settings inside of the book where you just gotta go to mods and click Viltrumite_nomad and you get this giant list of settings that help you go through all the customization in this mod. This next mod is a personal favorite of mine because I've used this one in a past video and you guys may have remembered it from that one. But this one is the Crucible from the Doom series. This mod was made by Hanky, who is a very well-known modder inside of the Blade and Sorcery community. This is the most powerful weapon in Blade and Sorcery, according to the video I had done not too long ago, so obviously I had to include it for that reason as well. This weapon looks amazing, it sounds amazing, especially when you pull it out and click A to pull out the sword. This next mod is more of a quality of life mod. This is the kill counter by Bready Mans. And essentially what this is right below the health part on your wrist, you can look down and see how many kills you have. It's pretty self-explanatory. You'll see here that I had 15 kills before I killed these people here. And then I killed them, and then I look down at my arm again, wait for the thing to pop up, and that I had 20. Anyways, I feel like this would be a pretty useful mod if you were just killing people for like an hour straight and you were curious to see how many kills you got. So this is something that I figured you guys would like, and I do use it personally, so that would be a pretty good indicator. Last up on my list is a Cyberpunk bar. This is the first map that I have on this list. This mod was so graciously made by Mythic. If you guys want me to do a map tier list, then tell me in the comments because I will be happy to do so. But anyways, this is a Cyberpunk bar. There are a ton of things you can do in here. You can go around, go to the bar, order a drink from someone even though there's no one there. You can walk around, check out the scenery, check out the walls. A lot of the tables have interactable objects you can touch and pick up and throw around, and throw at enemies too if it comes to that. And actually, a really cool part that I didn't think any other type of map would include is the fact that this thing has music. Yes, I'm serious. When you start up a wave, it will start playing cyberpunk themed music, which is absolutely insane. So I started up a wave with a bunch of random people with lightsabers, and I just went ham, and I think you guys will just enjoy watching me chop people up. guys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm not going to tell you guys to like or subscribe or anything, but the one thing I am going to do for my own publicity is go tell you to go watch my Permadeath series. Episode 3 should have just came out at the time of recording this, so I think you guys should just go watch that, you know. Anyways, bye-bye.